Hi and welcome to Smart Home Tech. We have looked into different type of LED controllers. Today I want to introduce you to one of the LED light I have prepared to shoot the video for these videos, as well as using it in the light. So typically you're using these LED light to in your bedroom or kitchen or dining and all that. So let's see how this product look like in a real use, where you can use these lights to be controlled with a single remote, multiple lights, putting all across your setup in your photography, and still you can control them one by one at the same time separately. Here you might have seen the DIY cake pan light video from Daniel Schiffer. This is pretty famous video, and it's a great idea to build cheap good LED lights. And while I'm not looking to build cheap LED light, I'm looking to build the one which will work for my automation needs very well. I should be able to control all that using Alexa, as well as the different methods to connect and maintain the lights on its own. So this is how the product looked like. The idea is exactly same as how he prepared, but I made some changes. I bought a 16-inch pan, and I bought this brand. This is Daddio's Pro Series. So the shine is kind of matte finish shine is there. And then it's a 16-inch, so able to withhold a lot more, the temperature about it. So this is, I'm using a pretty costly power LED strip on this, which is, it's a 12 volt, 2835 CRI 95. 28 watt per meter light. So basically 5 meter of light is being added to this pan, which basically can burn up to 150 watts. So that's quite a power to put into a pan light. So if you're using a normal pan, then and you want to use the full power of the light, you won't be able to run it for long because it'll get heated and all that. Now this is an aluminum pan, so it has automatically has capability to maintain it the temperature very well. Now as you can see, the LED strip is all over it, but both the front and the back connector are going back on the back side. I drilled a hole there and put the wire through it. Similar way, another hole has been made on the other end. This is to put it on the light stand. You can see it's connected this way, two of these connector. It's important you take a little thick ones because otherwise it won't hold it properly. Right now it's very stable and I can move it anyway, and it's now moving, so you can just put it on the stand just fine. So that's another stability measure I took. On the back side, you can see that we have the controller, which we already did the review. So if you're looking for it, check the previous videos, and I'll put it in the description as well. So the two wires are coming, the start of the LED strip and end of the script, and then basically going into the power channel. So this particular connector support to LED. One important thing to note is that this is a single color LED strip controller. There are several models available. The benefit of single color is that it allows 12 amp of power. So basically 12 volt into 12 amp these lights are. So we're looking at almost 140, 145 watt of power, which is typically what these LED lights are capable of. So technically this product has the capability to drive it to total 140 watts of power. And one important thing to note is that this is CRI 95 lights. This is the best quality light you can get it. It's available on Amazon for about $38 or something. And I bought it when it was discounted and all that, and really working really well. The light is very bright, very beautiful, very clean light, and because it's aluminum, it's not kind of changing the behavior of the light. So this is not an RGB or CCTV sort of light. This is purely one color light to light up the face and from photographic need or day to day. If you have a YouTube studio, something like that. I'll plug the power connector to it, put a cover on it. Let's turn on the light. And as you can see, I put another picture for the another light there, so we'll be able to control two lights. That's the key functionality I was looking for. For example, say I can turn on, turn off the lights just with this command. And let me turn it on. You can see here it's too bright at this point. You can put it wherever you need to. And keep it away. Now we look at the controller. So you can turn it off by pressing the off button. Both lights, you can turn on both lights. And at the same time, control the power for both the lights. This is a single light controller. This does the single light. It's probably not very useful for this particular application because if you're just looking for this one, there's another similar model available for black and white. So that model will be able to control the brightness much better and give you much more shades around it. And plus, if this is a colored light, then this is perfect. RGB, all different colors are there. But for our testing, I wanted to show you that with single controller, you can control multiple lights. So I can turn it, turn off if I want. I can reduce the power, increase the power. Both lights work exactly the same fashion. So that's the beauty of it. Now, this is another controller which I typically use for this testing. And you can see that here there are 4 different lights you can control separately as well as together, right? So let's see. If I press off button, one of the light is off. Now I can turn it on. If I put the 4th one off, then this light goes off, and then I can turn it on. Now when I'm on 4th mode, if I'm pressing, reducing the power, brightness, then you can see the power goes only on one light, but our other light is working as expected, right? It doesn't get changed. Now suppose I want to change the light for another one. So I pressed it once, and now I can click to reduce the power as well as the same way. So 2 lights can work. You can control it independently. Now at the same time, you can control them together. So these are the common buttons to turn on, turn off. And now if you press reduce power, both the lights are reducing power at the same time. So once you find your optimal balance of light power, then you can change it to the full control mode, and then you can control the power. So they keep the ratio, and within that ratio, they go up and down. So very important, I think very consistent feature. I have used different type of remotes, and Aperture has a lot of very good LED lights, and I have 2-3 different lights from them. But when it comes to remote, there's nothing which compares to the functionality of which this is offering. So basically, you can control different lights or a single switch. In this case, this is a single one. And the single one can control all the lights together if you want. Now let's take a look at the product used in this video where you can get them. So this is the Fat Daddio's round cake pan, 3 in silver. I bought it, and this is what you can get it if you like it. There are a lot of cheaper versions available. If you go to your local Home Depot store and all that, you probably can get a cheaper one for $1 or $2. But to me, I really wanted an aluminum one which can do a very good heat dissipation without causing too much getting hot. Now this is exactly the LED strip I bought. You can see CRI is $97.99. This is MARSWALL. This company has been selling this light for very long, and as you can see, I bought it in June 21. So that's like almost 2 years back. Lights are working really well. I liked it. This guy has a lot of DIY YouTube videos available, where he demonstrates his lights. So I'm really impressed. So using that one. The price is high, but the quality is really good. And getting a 150 watt of LED lights, which you can control with a third-party controller, better than anything else available in the market. I think that beats it. And also this controller, you can also buy the RF to Wi-Fi bridge, and then you can, control it with Alexa as well. This is exactly the controller, purposefully single color LED strip controller. If I go with the other models, then you will find that those who are not single color, they will not have the 12 watt of power. Their power will be less, right? So it's passing only 6 amp per channel. So that is something you need to consider about it. This particular model is passing on 12 amp from one channel. So very effective compared to the other one. So that's why I bought this model. I bought a model called 35, FUT 35. Here it's visible as 36, but just make sure that you're looking for single color LED strip controller for that purpose. For the similar light, you can see this is also an option. It's exactly the same light, no need to pay too much. This is what we're talking about. This is 10 amp. The one I have is 12 amp, but exactly same color, same company, which is selling the same light. And when I bought it, I paid like $5 for this. This is right now $7, so a little bit high. Plus, it doesn't have the mounting screw plate here on the side. So that is important when you buy a light, something like that. So these are the screw where you can, put it, screw it into the pan on the back of it. So that's an idea how you can automate your lighting setup that way. So give it a try if you like it. If you build your own light, let me know, put it in the comment. I would love to see what other changes you are making it to make it a perfect light. Well, thank you very much for joining today's session. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends.